Hi, today we are in Andersonville, Georgia. I normally only do an upload every Sunday, but today's a special day. It's a Memorial Day 2021, and I wanted to do a tribute video to all the fallen soldiers, everyone who's ever fought for this country and provided a safe place for my daughter to grow up and for me to live here now. I see some motorcycles down here and people in vests that this has combat on them, so I'm going to go down there and ask them what's the meaning behind their vest and find out more about them. So let's go down there, okay?
So my name is Joshua McSpadden. I'm the commander of the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association, Georgia Chapter 25-4. We are a nonprofit association of veterans helping veterans. So our mission is to help the veteran community. Today we're out here, of course, paying homage to the fallen and remembering our fallen brothers and sisters that we served with, and also, of course, our family that came before us.
Quiet here now after all the motorcycles left. What an honor to meet these men and women who served in combat and did so much for our country. Thank you for your service. So we just finished going through the museum of the prisoners of war. It truly makes you reflect on the freedom that we take for granted, and brings you to tears. Not only for the prisoners of war, but for their families, their loved ones, the children, the spouses waiting for answers. I guess it was kind of like a prison for them too, right? Hurting for their husbands, to not knowing where they were, if they were alive, if they were eating, their sons. Now we walked out behind it, and we're gonna go see the cemetery in just a minute. Behind me you can see one of the walls of the encampments. So let's go show our respect there as well. 'Cause 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 'cause
Dan Gillen, Colonel, U.S. Marine Corps retired. I come up here every Memorial Day since 2008 to play my pipes, to commemorate Memorial Day, to kind of give my own personal tribute to those who have gone before us, their spouses, you know, who we can't do what we do and deploy and do all the things we do as men and women of the armed forces without the support of our families. And my mother and father-in-law are now buried here, and I get to meet people and hear their stories. As I was sharing, one of the park rangers here was a Marine platoon sergeant in Afghanistan, and one of his hard-charging Marines was killed in action and is now buried here, right to my left, Lance Corporal Rainey. And it's just a privilege to be able to come here in this setting, to see all the red, white, and blue, and be a part of the freedoms that our country represents. You know, and especially with all the stuff we see in the news and the media, to be here on a day where we can remember that there's many people who have stood and died for those very freedoms that our country was founded upon. That's powerful, and I'm just very blessed to be able to do this. Rah.
This is where Mr. Dan Gillian stood and played. He played for the soldier here and all the soldiers in this section. The pennies at the top, they signify that to the family of the loved one that somebody was here, and they want to let them know, and that's why they leave a penny or a coin of some sort. So I've been walking around, talking to people and observing. I always appreciated the freedom here, and I knew about the sacrifice, but seeing it this close up is very moving. One lady, 6 of her family members are buried here. Her dad, her son, uncles. Another gentleman was his dad played here. He fought in Normandy and survived. He said it was due to the prayer of his mom and his aunt, and now he's laying here. So the son comes and he puts down grass seeds and he waters it. Another one, several actually. They were mourning at the graves, crying, grown men, young kids, women. I'll definitely be taking my daughter here so that she can see this firsthand on Memorial Day. Sometimes I think we get so used to our amazing lives and we forget about the cost, and we fight among each other. But what we really need to do is just appreciate what we have, right? And love each other. And when we see someone who has fought for this freedom, because freedom is not free, right? I think we just need to say thank you. So, thank you for watching this Memorial Day special, and I hope you know how much I appreciate all of you who make this a great country for my daughter to grow up in and for me to spend the rest of my life in. Thank you.